Welcome, Erin. Thanks for coming today. Really appreciate you making time so we can get your thoughts about this piece. I seen a lot of your previous work, specifically your realism, your pastel work, and this is such a departure from that. And it's really good for the show because of this message of medium versus method. I'm wondering if that's what drove this change in approach, or is it something else?
So I started with abstracts in during COVID, and it wasn't for a little bit that I tried more realism. Um, but I will say, a lot of my abstracts, um, sorry, okay, a lot of my abstracts were very different. I did a lot of squares and rectangles. Um, I've always used a lot of color, and this painting in particular is so different from any other abstract I've ever done. I didn't use a lot of color. Um, I kind of just went with it. I didn't know how it would turn out. Um, my style of painting in abstracts is kind of like I get into a flow state. It's really cool, actually. So I had this board and I started just picking out a color and putting it down in certain areas. Um, no, I glued down newsprint and tissue paper first. And then I started painting. And it's kind of like it made itself in a lot of ways. Like a lot of my abstracts kind of make themselves, and sometimes I'm looking at it and I'm like, how did I do that? Like it's really weird. Um, so this one, well, I mean, the theme was conflict of interest. So when I was painting it, I was thinking more than I usually think when I'm doing a painting, and it kind of started to just come about. I knew I was gonna mark it up. I used scissors at the end to like pull off paint and the paper. Um, I knew I was gonna do that because I did that in one other painting before, although that didn't have tissue paper um, or newsprint or anything like that. I'm looking at it right now. Um,
Right.
I just I added the color and then I actually wasn't happy with it at first. I was like, what am I gonna do? And it kind of just I picked up the white and went over it. And then I just started adding black and just kind of brought it together. And it just kind of fit the theme, I thought, because I see a lot of conflict in that piece. I think there's an underlayer, there's the white top, there's the bottom, and that's in black. And um, it showed it. I think it had different dimensions of layers. As not like, I mean, yes, it's layered, but a, kind of a conflict between the back and the forth, and then the top and the bottom being different colors, and then kind of blending in the middle. And um, I just, I thought it felt to me like the difference between what's underneath a person and what we show. And that's how I saw it. And then I took the scissors, and this was the most fun part. I just started going like that in different places. Um,
And take it back and to basically expose more of the underside.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to pull up paper and paint and just have streaks because I did that in one other painting, very different than this, but I liked that I did the scratches on it. They were not as extreme as that. And then once I started going, I kind of just really started to like how it was coming together, and then I stood back because I wasn't sure if I was done, and I was like, that's what it is. That's I'm done. Um,
Yeah,
yeah.
I love it when that happens. When
Yeah.
you get to a certain point and you're not sure it's done, you're not sure you know it's not done. Let's put it that way. You know it's not done because it's still somehow frustrating something about
Yes.
its existence. Until finally you're like, oh, okay. Well, I
Yeah.
really like it. There's a lot of energy to it, and I really appreciate you taking time to give us some insight into that.
Yeah, thank you. Because it's so different than all my other abstracts, I showed it to friends and other artists, and they they were a little bit taken aback because they were like they saw some darkness to it. It
Yeah, that's
it's
definitely.
not, yeah, it's not colorful like my other ones.
Yeah.
It doesn't shine bright. It's
There's energy in the strokes that you use to cut into it, so it's
yeah.
like it's beautiful. So thank you for bringing it.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad it's there. It was very cool to see it hanging there, and I'm pretty proud of it.
Okay.